What's up guys, what's going on? In this video, I'm updating my Mercenary DPS guide. The reason I felt that my Mercenary DPS guide needed an update is because the only thing I'm really updating in this video is my rotation. And the reason I felt that it needed an update was because I did change my opening rotation. And for DPS classes and for people that really want to, destroy meters, it's all about the opening rotation and really plays a vital role on what position you're going to be on the meters. And of course, how long you keep up your damage and, just basically your gear and all that shit. But an opening part of your rotation is a huge part of your DPS. And I changed it up from my previous video. And also too, I thought I'd just share with you guys on what stats I am using on my Mercenary right now at the moment. Also too, relics are broken, so I'm also using 2 proc relics. I'm using the Arcanian and the Underworld. I've recently only came back to my guild like a week or 2 ago to get back into serious raiding, so that's why I'm so far behind in gear. But I'm still, high up there on the meters with my guild. Crit rating, I'm right now at 270. You want to be around 240 to 270. The reason I'm a little higher right now is because I just upgraded some of my enhancements and stuff. I might drop some of my crit, but pretty much you want to stay around 27 tech and 28. 28 tech and 27 range. But anyway, let's get to the main part of the video. And why I basically decided to make this video was my rotation. Now, the things that I changed up, I'm going to go ahead and explain my rotation and then go ahead and perform it. So the things I changed in my rotation was the way I use Power Surge and Thermal Sensor Override, and also to, like I said, my opening rotation. So for Power Surge, if I don't have 5 stacks for my rail shot, I'll always use my Power Surge on my tracer missile. So I'll always use 2 power surges on my tracer missile, and I'll always use thermal sensor override on fusion missile. Very rarely will I use a power surge and a thermal sensor on fusion missile now. It's just I just found it to be better that way, just to use power surge on 2 tracer missiles and thermal sensor on fusion. So for my opening rotation, I use Tracer Missile, Heat Seekers, Electro Net, Unload. Then I follow by Power Surge with 2 Tracer Missiles, Rail Shot, and then an Unload, because I should have another Unload proc by there. Then I do Tracer Missile, Heat Seekers, and then Thermal Sensor with fusion missile, and then an unload if I have it. I always use my unload if I have it up. You definitely never want to miss it during a barrage proc. Make sure you also use Electronet when it's off to cool down. I try to use heat seekers with a combination of tracer missile, just so I don't have to get another GCD. So I'll always use tracer missile right with followed right by heat seekers. Just so I don't hit a GCD, like I said. Also too, after that, after my opening rotation, I'll do a couple more tracer missiles, and I'll try to get my heat around 50+%, and then I'll use a vent heat. Usually I try to make sure I have a barrage proc going at the moment when I have my when I use my vent heat. The reason being is because I want a 2.6 second unload cast, and then I also use death from above, and that is a 2.6 second cast. I'll only use death from above when I have vent heat. When I use my vent heat. Also too, I will not use my death from above if I know that there's an ad phase or a mob pack coming out. You always want to make sure you save your death from above for the ads, because you always want to make sure you kill down those ads quick as possible, and you do as much AoE damage as you can. If there's no ad packs, then I'll make sure I'll go ahead and use my Death from Above on the boss. I'll pop my relics or my adrenals right after my first tracer missile, and that's pretty much it to the rotation. The way I keep management of my heat is after every unload, I'll use my rapid shot. The only time I don't do that is during my opening rotation, because I'm trying to purposely mess up my heat so I can use my vent heat. Any 2 tracer missile casts in a row, I'll use a rapid shot. If I do a tracer missile and a heat seeker combo, I'll use a rapid shot. Those are the only really 3 times you gotta use rapid shots to make sure you have you know, a decent amount of heat, so you don't have a decent amount of heat. The only way you can really get a feel for your heat is if you go ahead and go to the training dummy and practice your rotation. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, and enjoy the rotation here.